I just found myself jumping out the box like a jack in the box. I'm like, no, yeah, get me out of it. Good evening, my name is Mark Elliott Smith, and tonight I am on the Art Thou show.
He plays with form and pure color to create playful and energetic abstract paintings. Not only is it a joy to experience his paintings, but it's also an adventure to read the titles of his creations. Give a warm welcome to Mark Elliott Smith.
Hello.
You told me you're very comfortable here.
This space itself, I love it, you know, and I think, yeah, small, comfy, cozy vans like this could well be the way to go.
But tell me, what is Mark Elliott Smith all about?
Well, inspire, basically, is the job of any artist, whether it's a visual artist, a musician. Hopefully something new, something interesting and enlightening to the world and to people's outlook and to, you know, that whole, the positive outlook.
Can you briefly walk us through the process you have from idea to sketching to producing and then sending off the work?
In my work, I'll go around drawing anything that really intrigues me, sketching things, and developing them. So it's a multi-layered process. Sort of you go through, and then eventually you build up an image. Well, I build up an image from all these preliminary sketches, and start trying to configure something that contains that sort of energy, dynamism, that sort of chaotic, fun, explosive energy, but also balance and form and sense as well.
Yeah. And you do all this in Photoshop, right?
It gets to a point where I scan in all my drawings, and then I experiment with, you know, multi-layering different images together and moving different shapes and colours around, and that takes a long time, 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month, maybe slightly more than a month even. But I think you've got to put that time in.
So what would you say to those people that say, like, abstract paintings, it looks like it's been created in a minute?
Well, have another look at it, you know. Maybe there are things you hadn't initially considered, you know. The more you look at something, the more it begins to make sense or even challenge your perception over time. Yeah, you know, some things will grow on you, some things you'll get like that and you'll be like, yes, I love it.
Yes.
So,
and how do you know that you created a great piece?
I think when I'm creating new work and coming up with imagery, I'll often come back to an image I've sort of prepared beforehand before I paint it up big, and I'll think, is this really done, you know, and often it's the case that it's not, and then I'll have to rework it again. So I would advise coming back to an image that you're ready to work from and thinking, no, is this ready or is this not ready? But then you just know it. I think you learn that judgment through experience, I think.
Yes. Your intention with the painting when you start, will that change over time, or how do you stay on track with your intention for that painting for all those weeks? You
just get to know it, you know, and you sort of meditate over it, if that makes sense, you know. So I think that is important, actually, to be in the right headspace, and often you're not, because you often have to go off. Well, I find I have to go off and engage in other certain activities, and then, you know, that's and then come back to what you're working on, and then that's, you know, you're charged then.
Yes.
You know, ready to go and pick up where you left off. So.
And what is the story that your work tells?
The state of the human mind. That makes it from an early age, from almost a childhood age to an adult age, and it's that balance between those two worlds, I think. You know, childhood experiences, feelings and emotions, that kind of thing, and and then applying them to an adult's perspective and as an adult artist.
Have you ever tried to fit into that box?
Yeah, many times. Yeah, but this doesn't make sense. You know.
So you tried to have, you know, your normal 8 to 4 job, 9 to 5 job, and you've done all that sort of stuff.
I remind myself that's still, you know, something that can come back into my life. You know, I really believe in what I do. You know, I really do, and I've sacrificed a lot in my life to be in this position right now. But I really truly believe in what I do. You know, things like getting my own house, family car, all that stuff. Put that one step lower. I've had to, because there's nothing more important than being your true, authentic self. I feel, anyway. So,
how are you able to find your own truth and find your way?
I've always been an artist, you know, since I was small. That was the one thing that I could count on, you know. School never worked for me. None of that worked. It just became more and more apparent that I should really be listening to this voice inside my head that said, this is what actually you were made to do in life. It's not easy, but it's true and it's real.
So in these days, how is it that you take risks in your work?
Stepping up to painting big was quite a risk initially.
Yeah, because your work is quite big.
I've experimented doing all kinds of work over the years, sculptural work, installation, smaller work, completely different work from what I'm doing now. So that's dramatically changed. I'd say it's only within the last 5 years really that I've been doing this current work that I'm doing now, and it just feels right, I think.
But you got to try everything to find the one that speaks to you and can express what it is that you want to express. I mean, there are plenty
of interesting ideas and concepts out there, you know. You see contemporary artists playing with these ideas all the time. But I think, yeah, it's about you. It's about finding how you fit in personally and exploring the ideas that you feel resonate with you, you know. And once you find that, and what you feel comfortable working in, the medium you feel comfortable working in, then that's the place to be. Yeah. It's taken a long time, and it's still taking a long time, you know, and it will probably carry on taking a long time even when I'm on the deathbed. I don't think it ends there.
What is it that you think makes a great artist?
Perseverance and dreaming big. Well, thinking of what you do is like a gift, really, more than anything, to a world that really is looking for something greater, something meaningful.
So great artists that can supplement something into people's life that is positive and maybe hopeful.
That's right.
Have you had any key resources of support along your way, or even resistance?
Yeah, both of those things. Obviously, you know, growing up was a tough time for me personally, and there was a lot of resistance from what was going on in my life, really, and through school. So, you know, I think that can have a big impact on anyone, really.
It's interesting that you're saying you had a lot of resistance as a child at school and everything, but in your artwork you want to go back to that time.
Yeah, well, it's picking up on actually being positive, showing the world, you know, this is what I wanted to show you then, so this is what I'm showing you right now.
Okay,
you know.
So you felt very misunderstood.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah. But on the plus side, people can really see my, you know, where I'm coming from now as an adult. So when you sell your first piece of work, that's a real big booster as well.
Oh yeah.
It's just getting the work out in front of people, really. That's the biggest issue, I think, for myself and I'd say many an artist.
What has been your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge is being me, I think.
It is hard, isn't it?
Yeah. The biggest challenge for me personally is up in here.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I tend to feel like I don't feel like most people, you know. I feel like a
An outcast almost.
bit of an outcast. Yeah. See,
What's been your biggest eye opener?
and you're not the only one.
Yes.
I think is that's it. You know.
Okay. But what is especially satisfying for you in your work?
It's actually finishing the work and then having it out there in front of people, you know, when I know I'm pleased with it, and it makes sense to me, and it's just up there and other people are seeing it.
It's your moment of gratitude and satisfaction when you actually see other people.
That's it.
Admiring
Yeah,
and viewing
that's
your work.
my moment of satisfaction. Yeah, that's it. Seeing other people having that mental conversation with the work in their minds.
But with abstract painting, what are the lessons for someone out there that might want to take it upon themselves to start?
I think it can depend on the kind of person you are. I mean, I think in abstract terms myself. I'm quite an abstract person, you know. I'm made up of many colours and shapes moving around, you know. And some people might be more, much more realistic, you know, photorealistic even. And then that might be a reflection of how they work and the sort of work that they produce. I mean, abstract for me is just, I enjoy it because such a sense of fun, you know, and different possibilities of how things can work together, and exploring that kind of.
And there are no rules, really, are there?
No real rules. It's finding that that balance between chaos and order. You know.
What is it that you want the world to know about you?
That I exist.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
He's here, guys! Mark Elliott
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
He's here.
I'm here. I think. Yeah, I'm here.
So tonight we are going to your opening exhibition. But what's next for you? And also we have the London Art Fair,
Yes.
which is coming up very soon.
Yep.
After that, what's in the cards for Mark Elliott Smith?
More work, I think. More painting. Yeah,
More painting.
I've already got a few more pieces I'm working on at the moment. So really looking forward to getting back to that. I managed to get a bit of a bargain trip to Thailand actually.
Oh, nice!
So yeah, I'm going to be sketching a lot while I'm there. I've made a mental note to actually sketch every day while I'm there. I
Yes.
think I'm there for about
And
10 or 11
post
days.
your sketch to social media.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Yeah. Take a snapshot and post it.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Well, I've had a lot of fun having you here on my show.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Yeah.
and now we're going to head off to your exhibition.
Yes.
So thank you so much for taking the time out to come into our van and
been a
talk to
pleasure.
us. And remember, be different, be you, and I'll see you next time. And then, because I think it's better if I go out and you read that,
Yep.
don't you think?